Great advice. And it all starts with sourcing. So in this video, I'm going to show you things that I do. I'll take this mask off because it's hot. Got that for $1 at garage sale. It's worth 20. I bought it for entertainment purposes only though. Anyways, so what are we here to do today? I'm here to basically give you the realities of reselling on eBay and to demystify the myths and all the other crap that you watch on other channels. And I watch it too. I'm guilty of watching it too. And I fell for a lot of that too. I'm 49 years old. My goal is $100 a day on eBay. I'm up to 127 a day is my 31-day average. So I'm up 27%. And the light's kind of turned on. And I'm going to turn it on for you guys. So some of you guys might like some of the stuff I'm saying. Some of you might agree. Some of you might disagree because you're still in this disbelief. You think this fantasy world is I can go to this store. I can go to this retail store. I can find stuff that's on sale there. Resell it on eBay. Make all this money. And you might every now and then. But usually what ends up happening is you lose money. So I'm here to help you make money. So here are my sales. So I'm not full of it. I always post my eBay store in the description of all my videos. And you got to watch out for those resellers on YouTube, those entertainment personalities that don't even put their store in the description of their videos. What's wrong with them? Because they're hiding. They're not really reselling. They were probably reselling at one point in time, but now they're basically entertainers. So if you want to watch a channel with the GoPro on, showing you this, popping the comps up there, what it sold for, great. Those are kind of entertaining. You can learn something about it, but for the most part, it's for entertainment purposes only. Why are they showing you this information? It's because they're not making any money, so they have to make money on YouTube and memberships and get a bunch of fans and sell it and whatnot. But let's take it step by step here. So I recently came to the fruition of a lot of those channels are absolute BS. I try not to swear in this video. And what I mean by that is one of the most subscribed channels for a reseller gives this myth that they went and bought old crappy sneakers that nobody wants with barely any tread on the bottom of it. They took them home, they cleaned them, and now they have a custom house. And they did so well with making more videos showing all the junk they would buy at their local flea market. Then they bought an investment house. And I'm thinking to myself, like, really? If it's that easy, why doesn't everyone go out and buy a crappy pair of sneakers, clean them up, and become successful? And what I realized is what was making them successful were the millions of views on their video. They make a lot of money on those videos, and they make a lot of money on those memberships. And at the end of the day, it's like, who are you helping, man? You're basically taking advantage of your fan base to give them this misbelief that you can make all this money reselling. I mean, you can, but the way those channels that are very popular do it is it's totally fake. It's entertainment. It really is. Do you think the American Pickers made all that money? Frank, who passed away, and I forgot the other guy's name. I never remember the tall guy's name. Everyone just remembers Frank with the beard. But you think those guys made a lot of money going and buying all these things at people's houses? Just driving around and knocking on the door and say, hey, can we sell me your stuff? No, they made a fortune with commercials on the History Channel. I watched it. Do you think people that go to storage auctions, like Storage Wars, made all that money from actually buying the items in the storage auctions and actually profiting? Absolutely not. It's all bull crap. Even the actual professional, the real life reseller Dave, even announced this is all BS. You guys are just here for entertainment purposes. You're putting stuff in the locker to make it sound more interesting. You're going to these places getting appraised. I get it. That's entertainment. But in real life, that's not how you source. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, I probably pissed off enough people. And again, Pawn Stars, same thing. You think those guys are famous for having a pawn shop? Absolutely not. They're famous because there was entertainment. But 99% of the stuff, that, especially that they're doing today, dude, it's all staged. Have you guys ever been to the Golden whatever store in Las Vegas and visited it? It's a super tiny shop. It's a museum. He's not selling any of that stuff. He's got crazy prices on it. And if someone's dumb enough to buy it, yeah, they'll make money on it. But other than that, dude, that's entertainment purposes. So I'm basically here to demystify the entertainment purposes, but I'm going to show you reality. I'll literally show you the reality. So, and I don't know, I just kind of become enlightened. And what created this enlightenment? Well, going to an estate sale this past Sunday, which was 3 days ago, at the very last hour of it, and we happened upon it just simply by coincidence. There was a sign outside. It was outside the Old Orchard Mall in right outside of Skokie, Illinois. Very nice neighborhood, by the way. And I saw the sign. I saw the sign was handmade. It wasn't made like, those professional estate sale things that are in there. And I've been to plenty of estate sales. I know how they're run. And they make 50%, by the way. The estate sale people, the people that run estate sales, they make 50%. At least in this area, they do. And anyways, there was a sign outside. I went inside, checked it out. It's 5 o'clock. My daughter looked up on the Facebook Marketplace page. That was ending at 6. It was the last day of it. It was very, very hot here in Illinois. It's like 94 degrees. It's a miserable day. You don't want to be outside more than like 5 minutes before you just start sweating and you just want to go back inside air conditioning. And we went in there. We had basically 45 minutes. And he's like, here's a shopping bag, a jewel shopping bag. Not the plastic bag, but an actual like paper bag, double bag. He's like, fill the whole thing up for $10. And that's how he advertised it on his page. Okay. Their job was just to clear out the house. It was the son who was inheriting the house. His dad was still alive, but he wasn't doing so hot, so they're going to sell the house. And they just want to get rid of stuff. And I did a video on it. Not too many people watched it, but I did a video on it, and I counted everything, guys. 250 items. I spent 50. Actually, it ended up costing me 40 because I found this coin bank here had $10 worth of change in it. It was like 50-cent pieces and dollar pieces. So I actually found money sourcing. And you guys can too. I'm not here to say, oh, I'm awesome, I did this. I'm like, dude, if I can do it, I don't do this full time. How do those husband and wife teams that are on YouTube, how do they actually make money and make a living? I sell more than they do. And I suck. I don't do this full time. I'm all over the place. I did do $381 today for part-time, for fun, for hobby, for entertainment. That's fun, right? But if you're really going to do this for a living, and I've sold more than you have, and you're a husband and wife team, dude, how do you pay your bills? Thinking. Do they pay their bills by providing entertainment to you and I? We watch their channel. We like their personalities. We like when they struggle. We like when they make mistakes. It's fun. It's entertaining. But it's not real life. You're not going to make real money doing this for real life. Unless you can make your money up on, on YouTube or whatever. So here's some of the items. I only listed 15 last night, and I got to stop doing YouTube videos so I can actually list the other 250 items. But I'm in these items at 16 cents a piece. And it took me less than an hour to source these. Less than an hour to source 250 items at 16 cents a piece that I'm going to profit $3,000 on. It took me less than an hour. How many people on YouTube can say they bought enough stuff and spent only 1 hour and now they have $3,000 to make a profit on? They got to do the work. They still got to list it, but come on, guys. Stop watching those channels that go to thrift stores with a freaking GoPro on. I watch them all too. It's horrible, but it's like total BS. It's absolute BS. They're not making any money. I don't care if you found a $6 pair of jeans that are worth $35. At the end of the day, they're going to sit in your store. Nobody's going to buy them, and you might make $15. But you better just then create a jean store. You're not going to do it with an everything store. You're just going to fail. So stop failing. So anyways, these are the things that I listed. Yeah, you're probably laughing. What is this guy talking about? He's got Crayola on the screen here. Yeah? Think I'm funny with the Crayola? I don't know who I was watching, but they're like, yeah, vintage Crayola sells. Sure it does. Well, it does. This sold less than 10 hours. $11.99. 16 cents into this item. Yeah, it's from 1991. Brand new. It's 8 Crayola crayons. And then I sold a 64 pack for 20 bucks. It's stupid, but it's reality. And I didn't spend all day at garage sales looking for Crayola crayons. They were just there, and I grabbed them. So watch the YouTube channels to learn about things that they're picking up, to learn about items, so that when you're out there looking for them, you know exactly that that's a good deal. Okay? So if I ever saw Crayolas like this out in a garage sale, probably not going to grab a garage sale if it's hot outside because chances are they're melted and ruined. But if I see this in an estate sale like I just did this Sunday and picked up for 50 bucks and found $10 in change in this coin bank and I listed for 14, $10 in change in there, so I got $40 in, 250 good items. This is one of the items, got 16 cents into it. This is one of the items, this watch. I put my own watch band on it. For some reason, I like to distract myself and clean watches and make them nice and bring them back from the dead. I didn't have to clean this one. I could have just sold it for parts for like 10 bucks, but I wanted it to work. I want it to look nice, and I want someone to have a good experience. I like to share with others. All right, so now we're going to get into like the worst and the best sourcing areas. So number one, the best place to source from is an estate sale. Number one, best ever. Why? Because you're not distracted. You have one house to look through. You can go in there with a mindset, I'm going to find items that I can buy cheap to resell and make good money on. But I would prefer you go to the ones that are family run, not professionally run. If you do go to a professionally ran, how do you say it, estate sale, either be the first one there or the last one there. Don't be the a-hole that goes at the end of the day Saturday when everything's still full price. Go there maybe Sunday morning or Sunday at the end when they're literally giving the stuff away, because if the stuff they don't sell, guess where that stuff goes at the estate sale? The estate sales person's job is to clear this house. So whatever is left, it gets donated. They'll let you take stuff for free at the end of an estate sale. Probably won't be good stuff, especially if it was nice outside. Go when the weather absolutely sucks, when it's pouring rain, or there's a foot of snow, or it's below freezing temperatures, or it's 95 degrees outside and you're sweating within 2 minutes and you don't even want to be outside. Go when the weather sucks. Look at Facebook Marketplace for estate sales that are advertised by families that are running the estate sale, that don't want to pay the estate sale people 50%. There's nothing wrong with people that run estate sales. That's how they make their living. Fantastic. But you got to realize as a buyer, if you're looking to buy stuff to resell, what do you think estate sale people are? They're freaking resellers, but they do it for a living. If there's something really, really good in there, you're going to have to catch them slipping. And some of these that have seen that item over and over and over again, they already know. Even if they sell it for $3, they already know that thing's worth $15, $20. But if something's really good, they're going to set that aside. They're either going to buy it for themselves, or they're going to tell the homeowner, you're better off keeping this than letting us sell it, because it's worth a lot. So, anyways, estate sales number one. Number two is garage sales. Garage sales kind of suck, because usually when you go to them, there's absolute garbage. But just from me hosting my own garage sales and getting decent sales, and again, my garage sale is kind of where all my larger stuff goes that I don't feel like shipping, I don't feel like making a custom box for, and where a lot of my death pile stuff goes, where it's like I've tried to sell it on eBay, I sucked at it, and now I'm just looking to get rid of it. You want that shirt? $2. You want that pair of jeans? $2. Just take it. Make it go away. I am not packing my car and going to a flea market either to be a seller at a flea market. Absolutely not. No, thank you. I'm near the largest flea market in the area. 15 minutes out of like 10 minutes from O'Hare. There's a really big one here in the town of Rosemont. At the Allstate Arena every Sunday. So every Sunday, if you want to pay, was it $5 to get in, just for the privilege of walking through a bunch of people that have flea market booths? That's fantastic. But guys, the pros that are there, they've been doing that for years. They're there to make money. They're there for the collector, thinking they're going to get a great deal at a flea market, but really it's basically for the collector that wants to just buy it in person, old school, and they don't even want to pay for shipping. But if you're going to try and source all your stuff from a flea market, dude, guys, unless, and again, I watch those other channels too, unless you like live in California or you live in Florida where all the good clothing goes to dye, you're not going to find really good stuff there. And if you do, you're going to run into a lot of competition because that's where everybody's being told to go to source from. So do you really want to go to a place where everybody's telling you to go to this one place to source stuff when tech already has arranged something with that flea market vendor? So anything that's out on that flea market vendor's tables is the garbage. It's the stuff that tech doesn't want. Tech already worked something out. He's going to go pick up his 100 pieces of Lululemon, his 100 pieces of sports things. He's already got that figured out. And you don't think other people like tech have already figured that out with flea market vendors? So all the stuff you're going to see out in the flea market is the absolute garbage. You might find some decent pieces, but usually it's broken electronics, or those people bought, they bought a storage locker and they're just looking to unload stuff. There's a lot of competition there. And who wants to deal with that? Most people don't have the personality to deal with it, nor the patience. Do you really want to spend 4 hours at a flea market in 94-degree weather to make $100 that you still didn't make yet because you still got to go home and list it? How much energy are you going to have left after being in a flea market for 4 or 5 hours? How much energy are you going to have left after you go to 20 thrift stores or 10 thrift stores in a day to source just to catch the thrift store slipping? Come on, let's be real. Stop doing that. Stop hurting yourself. Stop wearing yourself out. So just source like I just did. Spend an hour, grab 250 items for $50. I'm going to make $3,000 in profit, not in just sales and profit. And now I have 250 items to list. I don't even know why I'm making this YouTube video. I don't know why I'm even telling these people this, or you people this, because you're not going to listen anyways. But those of you that do listen, they've already been through the gamut with me. They've already done what I've done. I've been to a storage locker. I bought a storage locker. I didn't make any money. It was a waste of time. And I spent the whole day cleaning the thing out. I was basically like the garbage man for the storage facility, and they got their money. Rummage sale, church sales, those can be pretty decent, but a lot of times you're just going to find a lot of low quality items, unless it's like somewhere down south where they donate to their church. Around here in Chicagoland area, people are cheap, man. People don't donate anything good to the church. They really don't. That's more of your southern type crowd. So unless you're down in the south, I would say storage or rummage sales, church sales around here in Illinois absolutely suck. There's gross stuff there. It should be in the garbage, most of it. So state sales number 1, if it's run by the family. Garage sales number 2. Next would be rummage sale, church sale. If you like to gamble, do a storage locker, but just beware. These storage facilities that show was out many, many years ago. So you think these storage facilities are going to let anything good go when that tenant was no longer paying? Dude, absolutely not. You think if you're the manager of the storage facility, you're going to grab the good stuff. You're going to work something out with the management of the storage facility. Like, dude, can I just buy this? Like the whole box of comics. These are all good ones. Can I just give you $20 for it? Or they'll stage it. So, if you like gambling, great. There's channels on YouTube that are very successful, very, very successful, showing storage lockers that they buy. But they spend thousands of dollars. They process them. But if you ever watch their videos, they're in their like garage. They've already cleared out like literally an entire truckload at the flea market. And if you look behind them or when they're doing their camera thing, there's nothing but all this stuff around them. If you like to surround yourself with junk from storage lockers, yeah, you're going to find some good items, but it's total gambling. It kind of reminds me of the guy that goes and buys a bunch of wax, right? We're talking trading cards. Opens up all the packs. They got their one card, and then their pile of cards gets put off to the side. But they got that one card that pays for the $20, $30 they just spent on an entire thing of wax to open it all up. Like they're just sitting there, opening it all up. They're opening up carefully. And there's channels too that do really well showing like opening packs. But come on, guys, that's gambling. You're gonna go to a storage auction. That's gambling. That really is. So unless you have a very large warehouse, a lot of manpower, you actually enjoy that. Are you gonna make really good money at it? You probably can, but you better be set up for it. You better have a truck. You better have a team. You better have actual physical labor. You better like to list stuff on eBay. You can probably do okay with it, but for 99.99% of us in the real world, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Another good source can be purchasing Amazon or open pallets or what is it, like the stuff that doesn't sell. You know, if you create like this wholesale relationship for like returns, like buying pallets of returns, not necessarily Amazon, but that could be good places to source, or online auctions where it's actually like decent stuff, like government auctions, things like that. And again, you're going to compete with other people with that as well. I don't recommend auctions on YouTube that have very high following, meaning a lot of subscribers, because you're just going to end up competing with that subscriber that loves that content creator. They're going to overpay for it. They're the ones giving the $10, $20 super chats. They don't care if you win it or not. They might let you win a few of them, but you're not going to make any money doing that way. So don't source from popular content creators on YouTube. You can source from me. I put my stuff at affordable prices, but don't even buy your stuff for me to resell. That would be horrible. You can buy your stuff for me for your personal use. I do put good prices on it, but no, I'm here to make some money, but I think some people do it too. I have sold to, what is that? When you list something but you don't actually have it and then you end up getting it from another place. I forgot what that's called, but that's total BS too. Do not source from thrift stores. That's absolute BS. Nobody is buying jeans for $8.99 and then magically selling them, for $45, $50. The thrift stores already do that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you look up a Goodwill, they're probably one of the largest sellers on eBay. So you're not going to find anything good there unless you catch them slipping. Another horrible place to source is an antique mall. I mean, there might be a few things that they've mistaken in there, but usually at the antique mall, they're jacking the price up on everything. They're there to make a living. I had a lady come to my garage sale. She's paying $300 a month just to have a booth at the antique mall, and she's got to work there 2 days out of the month for free. That's the agreement. So, and she bought a lot of stuff from my garage sale. I hope it helps her at her booth, but she does farmers markets, all that stuff. But do not source your stuff from a farmer's market or an antique mall. You're not going to make any profit that's worth it. And you're going to spend a lot of time, sourcing that stuff. Other horrible ideas, retail arbitrage, where you're trying to like go into Walmart in the clearance section and do all that. Dude, people do that for a living. So if you're trying to do this on a part-time basis, unless you get lucky, you're absolutely wasting your time. And guess what? While you're in Walmart or Target or wherever you're at, Kohl's, you're not going to make any money that day. And the reason is you're going to buy something for yourself. And then buying something for yourself, you're going to justify, well, I spent a lot of time in the store today. I found some good items to sell for a profit. So now I'm going to reward myself by buying something you don't need. Or maybe you want, but you don't need. So that's a horrible idea. Do not source from Whatnot. Whatnot is there by resellers in the chain of events, okay? So think about it. It starts with a rummage sale, an estate sale, garage sale, or a storage locker. That's where items of value start. Or the bins, right? But not everyone has the bins by them. And you have competition for all these people trying to buy these items. The guy at the storage locker, what he can't sell on eBay, he brings to the flea market to get rid of. He doesn't care. Well, that's okay. You can find some decent items at a flea market for that, but usually the good stuff's already been picked through. Okay? Thrift store, horrible idea. They already have AI and methods in place to take the good stuff out, sell that online on eBay themselves. You're going to be left with the garbage. And you're going to be left with competing with other resellers at the thrift store. Plus, if you don't have a business account, you're going to pay tax on something, at the thrift store. Antique store malls, horrible idea. Retail arbitrage, horrible idea. Whatnot, horrible idea. Channel auctions put on by actual content creators that have a ton of subscribers and a ton of followers. And if you're in a room with more than 20 people, get the heck out of there. You're not going to get a good deal. Okay, maybe 30 people at max. But once there's like 100 or plus more people in there, you ain't going to get no good deal to resell. So I've been going on long enough. Hopefully this helps you guys out. It's reality. It's reality. Those other things are entertainment. You have to separate entertainment from reality. So if you do want to make money, if you do want to do $300 in sales, if you do want to have 30,000, if you do want a 20% sell-through rate, if you want to have, $30,000 worth of items listed for sale that only cost you like 3-4 grand, do what I do. Buy smart, buy fast, don't waste all your time sourcing, don't buy a bunch of stupid crap you don't need. List it, get it sold, get it shipped out, leave positive feedback, make sure your buyers are happy. Yeah, you'll get some returns. It's okay, it's part of the deal, but just make it a great experience. And the only way you can make money is by sourcing cheap. And that was the best estate sale for profit for items ever that I've ever been to, for the number of items and the amount of money I'm going to make on it. So if I can do it on a part-time basis, I have a real full-time job, you can. So we'll leave it at that. It's time to purge. Purge your brain of all the entertainment and start making some money. Talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you like this or if you didn't like it. I don't care. But hopefully you liked it. Bye-bye.